I'm Bernard Kerr here and I ride for Peaslake cycles. This is my new 275 downhill bike, and I got this a couple months ago for the last part of the downhill season. Raced a couple World Cups on it and got 9th, which is my best result yet, and yeah, I love it, you know. A lot more traction with the bigger wheels and stuff, and it's quite a lot different to the old bike. It's got a slacker head angle, it's a 62.5 degree. Lower BB, we've got a longer top tube on it, you know, made the front end a bit more stable at high speed, which is cool. And pretty similar to the new range of pivots out there as well, like the Max 6 is pretty similar to this, so we're working with those to get them all just dialed in really to be the best bikes out there, so yeah, loving it. So yeah, the shock used to be down here and it's got moved up now with the yoke system, like I said, same as the other bikes, which is pretty cool, something new we're working with, and really liking it so far. I mean, obviously working good, I got my first top 10 ever, so what I've been trying to do for a while, so yeah, going really well, and can't wait to keep making improvements on the bike and continue it through the next year.
When are we likely to see them on the marketplace? It's going to be a while.
Sometime next year, not early on realistically, probably later on. So
that's still in prototype mode at the moment.
Yeah, it's still a prototype. I think it's this one and the owner of Pivot's got one of the only two in existence right now. So it'll be a while before you see one.
Okay, and are you going to be looking at making them from carbon or?
Couldn't say yet. Really don't know, but never know.
So you're still just working on the geometry and the shock settings and
just working and getting everything dialed in, really making it well the best bike out there. Once we do that, we'll see where to go from there.
And do you think the bigger wheel size is going to be the future of downhill racing, or do you think it's specific to different tracks?
I think realistically, I haven't noticed anything negative about it. It just grips more, especially on like high-speed turns. You can't get it to drift as easy, which is in a race ideal. So I think, yeah, there isn't many situations apart from a really tight track where you want to be on anything else really. I think as well they're super stable in the air, you know, it's getting used to it, it's different. I'm sure it's going to whip or whatever, but I'd say they're a lot more stable. You can get pretty out of shape and come back pretty easily and land wherever you want, and you'll be fine on these wheels.
You haven't had any problems with durability or anything like that from the sort of slightly bigger size? We keep the spokes a bit tighter because, like you said, they are a bit bigger, so they could flex a bit more, but the spank wheels are pretty good, so we just keep the spokes a tiny bit tighter than we usually would, and they run sweet. I see you running the X-Fusion RV1s on there. Can you tell us a little bit about those forks? Yeah, got the RV1s, I've been running them all season, and it's pretty exciting. The first production batch should be in pretty soon. I think they're going to come in pretty cheap, like under 1200, which will be pretty cool, and awesome fork. They got new air bleeders, like people are trying to get now, and the carbon guards, which is awesome. So when they get scratched in the uplift, you just replace those, not your whole fork lowers. That's awesome. I've been loving them, you know, they go really well, they're pretty easy on the maintenance. They've got like a cartridge inside, so keep it pretty simple and easy to do. Cool. And what's the cost going to be like on those forks? I think it's going to be under 1200, which is pretty reasonable, I'd say. So good value for money? Really good value for money. Nice. And have you had any problems with them since you've been running them, or you know, in terms of maintenance and stuff like that? It's all pretty easy. We've played around with different weights, and we've settled on a 10 weight for them, but I think most conventional people might be on a 7.5 weight, but we preferred the heavy oil, but that's just testing and playing around with it really. Okay, cool. Excellent. Thanks very much, Bernard. Sick. Cheers. No worries.